This is Keith Duncan with Fitness Finally here in Georgetown, and on behalf of the Scott County Public Library, we want to welcome you here to our studio. We want to get you some online fitness training that will allow you to stay healthy and fit even if you can't get out to the library, get to your gym, or participate in any sort of group activities at this point in time. So, I'll give you a good basic workout you can do without any equipment, and I will also show you some alternatives depending on where you're at, health, fitness-wise. So, what I'd like to recommend is let's get started. Nice little warm-up. This is just a little move I call Kozon. We're just kind of rocking from side to side. While we're going through the warm-up, I want to share some information with you. Number one, do not start this or any other fitness program without consulting with your doctor or medical professional to make sure it's appropriate for you. Most doctors are very pleased when their clients exercise, but I do not know your particular situation. So touch base with them, make sure it's good, and then you can do this relaxed and assured that you're doing some things beneficial and appropriate for you. One of the big things I stress with my clients here is doing your workout and getting it completed injury-free. And if you get injured, you're likely going to lose time. You are going to maybe lose the conditioning you already have because you're not going to be able to keep it up. And obviously the discomfort of an injury. So we want to do this injury-free, and so we're going to look at really good form. Good form and the proper resistance is going to get you great results, and we know that's what you want. So, consult with your doctor. One other thing, if any time during this exercise session you feel lightheaded, dizzy, nauseous, stop immediately. Sit down, rest. If it doesn't improve, then go ahead and contact your medical professional and get some help. So, comfortable clothes. Have some water close by. If at any point in time you need to take a break, hit the pause button and take a break. Or call it a day and break this down into 2 or 3 different workouts. Depending on where your level of fitness is, you want to challenge yourself, but sanely. Don't make it so hard you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. You do 2 exercises and you're what? Stop there and get to the other ones at another point in time. So, that all being said, let's get our feet moved a little bit. Now, I'm going to show you some alternatives here. Simple little run in place. Let's say you can't do that, and I have a lot of clients who can't do that because of knee replacements or other issues. So, no impact. You say, oh, that's easy, that's ridiculous. It's harder than running in place because you have to maintain your balance too. So a little run in place. One exercise I frequently have people do to warm the entire body up is jumping jacks. We all know those. Great. What if you can't do that? Can you do this? What? You can't get your arms up overhead? Can you do this? If you've lived long enough, you've probably done some damage to your body at some point in time. A lot of my clients have. So, we're going to do this in such a way you're not going to get hurt. Anybody can participate. If you're like some of my clients who came to me and they weigh 400 pounds and you can't get down on the floor, we can do it all standing up. If you're uber fit, push yourself, challenge yourself. You know what you're capable of. If you're just getting started, be smart, take it easy to guarantee good results. One of the real basic moves to strengthen the legs, it challenges the entire body, are squats. We've all been doing it most of our life frequently. The way we do this is not the best way for the body. So I'm going to show you with a squat. You want to keep your weight on your outside of your feet and your heels. The first movement for many people is they push their knees forward. Totally opposite of what you want. First move should be the hips going back. Push the hips back like you're going to sit down in a chair. If you can drop to thighs parallel to the floor, fantastic. Great range, don't go any lower than that. I have a lot of people who cannot do that. Here's another squat. Now, I've had people argue with me, well, that's not a squat. Yes, it is. As soon as you bend those knees, we've activated, if you're back on your heels, we've activated these muscles we're going after. So don't feel you have to have a huge range of motion. proper range of motion, you will gain more over time. So, let's get started. Maybe knock out about 10 of the squats. Whatever range you have, nice and easy down, nice and easy back up. If for some reason you have balance issues, vertigo, I have clients with that, you've got anything going on balance-wise, whether it's your couch, cabinet, something you can rest a hand on to stabilize, to make it a little bit easier. No problem with doing that. If you do that though, don't use a folding chair. Why? If you lose your balance, it's going over with you. You don't need that. So, squats, great place to start. How many? 5 to 10. You do 5 to 10 and you're like, wow, that was really easy. You can do a second set of 5 to 10, but particularly if you're starting out, one set's good. You're going to build up on this gradually. Remember, we're looking for long-term results, not a quick workout that's one and done. Move number 2, lunges. Very simple move. With a lunge, step forward, body's nice and upright. You imagine a string coming up out of the top of your head. It's going to hold your body upright, and you're just going to, at the same time, bend both knees and start to sink straight down. Once again, get down to thighs parallel to floor. That's great. No need to go that deep. Bend the knees. We've activated the muscles. Big point with the knees on this. So often, I've witnessed people who haven't had proper instruction, maybe no instruction ever, lunge like this. Notice my front knee. It's out a good 4 to 6 inches past the front of my toe. When that happens, you put a lot of stress on the knee. That's why it's important with this front knee bending. If this back leg stays straight, knee goes out in front of the toes, a lot of stress. Bend the back knee too. We want the knee staying over the top of the ankle there. Nice and slow on down, nice and slow on up, no matter what range you're working on. Let's do 5 to 8 on one leg, and then change to the other leg. Your leg should be talking. Because these are the larger muscles in your body, they will also use a lot of oxygen. So you may feel your heart rate going up. If you start to get winded, stop. Take some deep breaths. There's no time frame that's quote-unquote right. We generally try to get our workouts in within a half hour. To go for an hour or longer, there are some reasons that can be unproductive and not as beneficial as some people think it is for the body. So, short, sweet, effective results, get on with your life. So, everybody's favorites, push-ups. I know, you're just excited about doing them. So, push-ups, on the floor, hands about shoulder width apart. Step back, elbows out to the side, 90-degree bend, right back on up. Go ahead and do about 200 of them and get back. No, just kidding. That's a full range push-up. I have a lot of people who can't do that. If you're on a wall, there's a wall push-up. No reason you can't do that. Here at my studio, a lot of people will use a window ledge. Same move. We want to limit that push-up move to a 90-degree angle here. If we bring the hands way back here, we put the chest muscle and the shoulder in a very bad position. They're not in a strong position, they're compromised. Push real hard, you can damage a rotator cuff, you can damage a shoulder, you can potentially even damage or tear a pectoral muscle depending on weight and strength and circumstances. So, nice and easy. 90-degree elbow bend, and back on up. In a perfect world, as you lower down, fill up the lungs. As you exhale, you push yourself on up. Now, I've had a lot of people say, oh, well, if you don't do them from your toes, it doesn't count. Let me clue you in on something. I've got some big, strong boys doing push-ups from their knees because they were so gassed they didn't have anything more than that. If you need to do them from the knees, no problem. Right here. You can only go an inch or two, no problem. Works fine. You can get that 90-degree bend. Do those consistently. And I almost guarantee you, we'll get you to the point where you can do it from the toes. If you've never done push-ups before, start easy. If you've got some issues that you can't get down on the floor or shoulder or other issues, back issues, wall push-ups. With those, hands are shoulder high. Don't put your hands way up here, don't put them way down there. And the elbows going out to the side. So, next one, gonna get your heart rate up. A combination of a front raise and a jumping jack. They're called pile drivers. Hands here, the full motion version here. Jumping jack legs. Your arms are just hinging or pivoting at the shoulder. So here, feet are together when the hands are overhead. Feet are apart when the hands are down. You may find after doing 5, 10, 15 of those, you are very winded. That's okay. Your cardio condition will improve with consistent work that challenges you. Not taking you to, oh my God, I'm going to stroke out level, but hey, woo, I felt that. Perfect. That's where we want you to be. So, if you haven't done the pile drivers, you're listening to my recommendations and watching the demonstration, go ahead and do 5 to 15 of them. Don't worry about speed, worry about form. And just enjoy the good form. Be grateful you got a body that works. Isn't it nice? You ever go down the street and you see somebody whose body isn't working, makes you real grateful for what you do have. So, everybody likes to work the core. More correctly, everybody wants a nice core. Not everybody wants to work the core. So we've got some simple ways to do it. Right here. Yes, you can do crunches, you can hang from a bar and do upside down sit-ups. How about this instead? Hands up, feet shoulder width apart, right elbow, left knee. Now, let me clue you in on something. I can do these really easily. When I weighed 40 plus pounds more than I do now, I couldn't do them so easy because, well, something was in my way. So, this may be all you have. That's what you got, that's what you got. You keep doing them, it won't stay that way. So, you can bring the elbow to the knee, beautiful. Now, this is very similar to a crunch type move, so we're getting into the core. But we're not compromising the back. The other thing that's going on is, look what's happened. I'm balancing on one leg. Well, that takes a lot of core, also takes a lot of leg work, so a lot of muscles that are working aren't really your primary focus, but they benefit from it. Now, I have a number of people who opposite sides don't work. You point it out to them. If you can only do them this way, believe me, that works too. Now, if you can do it across, I think it has a little bit more core benefit, but I sometimes do them both ways to make sure you don't miss out on any of the muscles in there. Close to something if you lose your balance, no problem. The reason why I want both hands up is, if hands are down, your center of gravity, your weight is lower, you're more stable. Put your arms up, and now your center of gravity has moved at least 4 inches up from its normal point, slightly below your belly button, and it's more unstable. So you are going to be challenged more in the core. Taking the place of crunches. I'm going to show you a move called a V-hold. V-holds are very effective, like another one I'm going to show you. I want to show you this one first because I've had people who can't get to the floor. They do these sitting on their couch, they do it sitting in their easy chair, they do it sitting on their bed. Very easy to do, incredibly effective. So a V-hold refers to the shape we're going to have your body in, of a V. Step one, here I am on the floor. Well, guess what? You may decide, hey, I'd rather be on a step or a chair. I'll just use a step, probably keep me in the frame a little bit better, and let you see what's going on. So from here, you're going to start to lean back. And as I lean back, I keep my back nice and straight, core tight, and when you feel like if you go back any further, you're going to fall back, come forward a little bit, just stay right there. Just hold that, breathe naturally. Now, that's step one. Step two, and here's where it's going to start ramping up, bring your feet up. Now, you really feel this, probably feel the quads, the muscles in the front upper part of your leg. Might feel it in the lower back. If you need to, you can hold on to something to help stabilize. But if you're holding on to something and you're not feeling anything in the core, try to let go and see if you can do it. Now, when you raise your feet, it's going to get a whole heck of a lot tougher. And it's too tough for some people starting out. if you've never had a good core, if you haven't seen your core for a couple decades, if sit-ups, crunches, anything like that, just totally out of question, we're going to break this down to make it even simpler. Just like we started, sitting up nice and tall, back nice and straight, we're going to start to lean back. Remember I said if you go back to where you feel like, boy, if I go back any further, I'm going to fall? Slowly come up. When you lean back, slowly come up. Safety, you want to, just keep your hands right there. If you lose it and you start to fall back, you don't fall over. So, great move for the core. You've done your standing cross crunches, you've done your V holds. Both will very effectively work your midsection. This part of your body, the core, bottom of the rib cage to the hip bones, running all the way around your body. Every movement you do runs through the core. Move a leg, core has to move. Move an arm, twist, anything. It all has to be here. Now look, there are two things about the core. You can have a beach body core and look fantastic, rippling six-pack, or you can also have a very strong, very powerful core with 40 pounds of extra stored energy on top of it. That's more of a, for some people it's a vanity thing. Certainly carrying extra 40 pounds in your midsection is not a healthy condition, an ideal healthy condition to be in. It beats 200 pounds. So where you're at is where we're starting with. And the core has to be strong. You know, I talked about doing this injury-free, and one of the things that, because a lot of my clients, I had people as young as 12 and 13 in my boot camps, a lot of my clients are like me. They've got more than a half century of life experience. And as such, one of the things, particularly as you get into 60s, 70s, and beyond, you want to stay independent. The last thing anyone wants to do is get old, get sick, end up in a nursing home. Sometimes unavoidable circumstances, it happens. But loss of your physical condition from non-activity is not an unavoidable circumstance. So this exercise it can help keep you independent, on your own, free. And you know, the other thing is, it's one of my clients told me when they started, they said, my body's robbing me of my life. You don't want that. We want your body to travel, let you transport yourself through life and have a lot of fun. Fun with family, friends, hobbies, just day-to-day activities, whether it's a grocery, the church, hanging out at the fence with the neighbor, or walking up and down the steps to go to bed at night. So we want to keep you healthy and injury-free and independent. Cross-country skiers. Cross-country skiing is one of the best cardiovascular exercises according to the American College of Sports Medicine. Cross-country skiers, legs back and forth, arms are swinging. Entire body is moving. Virtually every muscle in your body is involved with that. Hey, that's great. Guess what, Keith? I've got one knee replacement and the other one's jacked up. No go. Here we go. So, just get that leg swinging. Let the arms naturally go. Position yourself by, if you have a cage in your living room, I'm worried about you, but you probably got a couch there, or in the kitchen at a sink. Remember, something that's solid, stable, will not move if you start to lose balance and you hold on to it. So, cross-country skiers. You may find 10 seconds of these. I bet 10 minutes of them will definitely get you cooked, but 10 seconds of them, you may find your heart rate starting to go up. Fantastic. You can also do these in sequences. You do 10 minutes, or, well, I like that 10 minutes. Do 10 seconds of these, rest for 10 seconds. Or do 10 seconds and rest for 20 seconds. When you get real good at it, you can go 20 seconds and rest 20 seconds. Go 20 seconds and rest 20 seconds. Do that a few times. You'll find that you do not have to spend hours on cardio when you do effective moves that challenge your cardio system. So, another one, kind of building on some other moves that we've done. This is called a tick-tock. Look familiar? Kind of your starting position for standing cross crunches. Hey, shoulders don't work real well like Dad's didn't. Get your hands down here. They don't have to be all the way up overhead. Okay? So, from here, just lean to one foot, over to the other foot. Get up the song, tick tock goes the clock. This is the way the body rocks. And I won't subject you to any more of my singing. You can see why I don't make my living that way. If you have a rubberized band, most of these exercises I'm giving you today, we can ramp them up to something much harder, but I don't know what equipment you have, so I want to make this doable for everybody. If you got a body, you can do these exercises. You may find to keep those arms up there for a while, you're going to start to get some burning in the shoulders. Those muscles are working. If you keep your feet the same distance apart, guess what? Glutes, legs into the hip complex, all working. Very simple way to get the entire body working, get some strengthening going on. A little bit more advanced move here. It's called a single leg Romanian deadlift. And what we're going to do from here, you're just going to begin to lean forward. When you do that at the same time, your one leg, imagine this is just a solid piece of wood, metal, flesh, and as soon as this leans forward, remember it's solid, it won't bend, the leg starts to go back. So what we're looking to do is come on over here, come on over here, or come on over all the way to the floor. Make sure you got vertigo, balance issues. I'd say go down to where your hands are knee high and right back on up. Now the greatest form issue I see with this, frequently because people are not real certain of their balance, they'll get all the way over and then swing the leg back. One solid piece that does not bend. If you lean forward, the leg has to start to go back. That's good. If that's what you got, that's what you got. We can build on that. But it's tough to build on bad form. So, sweep it back. And alternate sides. Frequently, even my class, with some of my clients who don't have as great a balance. We'll have them here, or we'll have them here. So there is something solid that you can use to stabilize yourself if you start to lose balance. Great little move. You will be amazed how quickly you can regain a sense of balance if you have lost it. Kids are great, or maybe they still are. I think they are. They get outside, they play, they run more often than not, and they got that balance. You've gotten up to 50, you probably haven't been outside running and playing as much as you used to. So you may find some of your balance skills diminished. Critical for independent living and quality of life is to have a good sense of balance. So some of these things will really help, not only if you're younger, but if you have more years of life experience under your belt, can make a life and death difference between, gee, I started to lose my balance, but I regained it. Or, gee, I started to lose my balance, I hit the ground and I fractured my hip. Two very big different situations there. Okay, so, from the world of boxing, it's a move called a bob and weave. If somebody throws a punch at you, you got a couple options. You can get hit, or you can duck. So, we like to not get hit. So, if somebody swings a punch, you duck. You step out to the side, come on up, and return the favor. Down, step out to the side, up, return the favor. You are not allowed to use this move on loved ones or anyone other than somebody who truly deserves it. Better just use it for your exercise. Down, over, up, 2 punches. Down, over, up, 2 punches. Once again, we get into the world of what your body's doing. I don't know. You may be able to get down here 2 inches. You may be able to drop way down. Work whatever range you have. If your knees are screaming, don't go down as far. If you're carrying an extra 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 200 pounds, you're probably not going to have the same range of motion. Don't worry about it. Do what you can do. It'll get your heart thumping if you're carrying that extra weight, I guarantee you. And it'll begin to improve your cardio condition. It will also increase your metabolism, which means 24/7 your body is naturally burning more calories. So that's, most of us want to be height weight appropriate and balanced, and this is a good way to ratchet up that metabolism so you get the advantage of it working for you all day long. Okay, so I've run you through 12 different exercises there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 there. So, glad I counted. I've got 10 different exercises there for you after your workout. Congratulations, number one, if you did your workout. Number two, water. You're probably going to be dehydrated. It would be very normal. Respiration's up, a lot of water vapor comes out from the lungs. Hopefully you've been working hard enough that if you're not sweating hard, you can at least feel a little moisture on your skin surface. Well done. That's a great place to start as we go through these exercises. You're going to need the water. Your body, if the muscles have worked hard, is going to be looking for protein to repair the damage done to the muscles in the training. The damage is natural, it is normal, it's going to happen, it's not something to be avoided. It will make you stronger. The repairing of the tissues adds to the muscle mass. So it's a good thing for protein. Now that can be beef, it can be beans, it can be chicken. Had somebody tell me if it had a face, a mother could swim, walk, or fly, it's protein. And that's pretty accurate. But you can also get it from non-animal sources. You've got your beans, you've got your cheeses, you've got eggs. Eggs are considered about the perfect protein. The more things you eliminate from your diet, I know vegans who will only eat things grown on the 4th month of the, it gets a little crazy, in which case your challenge is going to be finding things that are appropriate and will nourish your body so you can exercise, be healthy and fit. So, I appreciate you taking the time to be with me. We're going to get one of these out to you about every 2 weeks, so please come on back. This is my first one. I know they're going to get better, and I know you will too if you do this exercise. So, on behalf of the Scott County Public Library, this is Keith Duncan with Fitness Finally here in Georgetown. Thanking you for being with us, and hope you come back and join us again. Okay?